Hello, this is Dr. Rosie Kuhn, and this podcast series is called Spiritual Immersion, Taking the Plunge. And the intention of these podcasts, this series, is to support and empower you to be with what is. I know that sounds kind of woo-woo, but the fact is quite often we're with things where we make up stories, or we live in the past, or we live in the future, or we have a set of beliefs that we think are true. We believe them, but we don't really believe them. We have underlying beliefs, and we have thoughts about those beliefs. All kinds of complexity in our reality. And until we get a chance to really sit down and listen to ourselves and really pay attention to what's happening, we're living in a complexity of misunderstandings, misbeliefs, misinterpretations, mistrust. And so it's time for so many people to say, I gotta get straight here with what's really going on. Part of this process is that it's scary to be in the unknown. It's scary to be in the uncertainty. It's scary to give up a sense of truth or belief. I'm saying this slowly, partly because it's an articulation of a bunch of stuff at one time, so I'm trying to get it clear for you. But the sense of how can I protect myself in times of uncertainty? How can I protect myself when I'm moving into giving up ways of being, having to change the way that I am, the way that the world is, the way that everything is just there seems to be so much upheaval. And that upheaval is allowing us to question reality. What is true? What is real? And can we live in the real and the truth, or do we want to keep making it up from our past? So part of what we do is we believe we are right, and we have a need to be right about, well, pretty much everything. And as long as we're attached to being right about everything, we don't have the capacity or the potential to see what else there is besides our stake in the ground being right. So, for instance, I have a new client. His name's Harvey. And Harvey is having a difficult time getting off some medication. And he's actually addicted to it. And he's actually addicted to gambling. And he's actually addicted to work. And he's actually addicted to people pleasing. And he's got all of these different addictions happening, all this complexity of reality going on in his head. And he doesn't even know what is true for himself. All he keeps doing is to live into, well, I got to do this today. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I can't do that. I can't get off the medication. I can't, disrupt my work situation. I can't let people down. So all of these I can'ts are beliefs. And the point is that Harvey is going to get really sick pretty soon. He's on that path. And he is already sick. He's got a disease that's chronic. And above that, now he's addicted to medications and everything else I mentioned. The thing about Harvey is he's not any different than any of us. His addictions are seeable. We can see them, and we can talk about them. Most of us have addictions to being right about our own stuff. And those addictions to being right keep us in shame or humiliation, or keep us under the radar, or keep us from living in our highest expression of truth and creativity. So many creative people on the planet, like 8 billion of us, aren't willing to, and some aren't able, but most of us aren't willing to actually engage in our creativity for any number of reasons. Now, the reason I bring that up is I believe that creativity is an incredible healing therapy for our body, mind, and spirit. So I just bring it up for that reason. So Harvey's in his 40s, and he's challenged. And what he doesn't want to do is give up being right about himself, whatever that means. And I know for myself that's also has been constant, that little by little I keep revealing these places where I believe myself to be right. And it's not about anything conscious even. It's when I was a little kid and I decided something, and I decided that I needed to do that this way, and or live this way or be this way. And in that, I began that patterning, and it became unconscious. And so I keep doing it, even though it hurts me, even though it creates shame or humiliation or embarrassment or attack or ridicule. It's part of my decision of what I needed to believe I needed to do. Now, until I start to uncover this layer upon layer of my beliefs about what I need to be right about, until I uncover those, then I can't see them. I can't see them. Another client of mine, Carolyn, we'll call her, she's training with me to be a transformational life coach. And she said, Rosie, what are my beliefs? We've been working for a while together. What do you see my beliefs are? And I said, Carolyn, what do you see your beliefs are? And she goes, I have no idea. I don't know what I believe. And so we started to unpack them just in terms of some really simple beliefs around her religious practice and what it means to be Catholic. She's Catholic. So it's like, well, what are the beliefs that you have about being Catholic? What are some of those beliefs that you have to believe? Like you have to believe in sin, you have to believe in hell, you have to believe in all kinds of things. So being able to say, oh, here are some beliefs. Oh, I see. We begin to uncover, begin to see, begin to reveal what the beliefs are that we're living by. And until we do that, we cannot really get clear with where we want to go with our life, the trajectory that we're on. I suspect that you didn't come to this planet to have a crappy life. And I suspect that you didn't come here to create harm or hurtfulness to yourself or anyone else. I assume, but I believe that you came here to have a wonderful life, a great life, and to serve the planet in some way, serve the planet and the people and the beings on the planet. And so the question is, what gets in the way? What gets in the way is our interpretations, our beliefs, our principles, the principles we live by, the values that we live by. And if they're not working, if those principles, values, and beliefs are not working, then we have an opportunity to make a difference and shift them to something else. So this is the path I've been on for a very long time, very long time, but primarily for the last 10 years. I've been really on the path of coming to wholeness with myself and well-being with myself. And any time that I find there's some dis-ease, discomfort, discontent, I go, there's a belief there somewhere that says something. And if I don't reveal that to myself, then I can't bring healing to myself, to my wholeness. So that's what I really want for you guys, for all of us, is to begin to question the reality that we live in within your head, within your mind, within your body. Question that reality. And in terms of questioning, say, okay, so what do I believe? And if these beliefs are not working for me, then what do I want to believe? Now, a lot of people go, well, look, here's the way it is in the world. And it's like if you're in California and your house burnt down and your town burned down, you go, hey, what am I supposed to believe here? This is crap. This is horrible. This is terrible. What do you want me to believe? And that's a really, really, really challenging time to have to question your beliefs. But it's the very time to question beliefs, to say, wow, this is really, really interesting. And how can I see this? I can see it as if I'm a victim and the hell, or the planet's going to hell in a handbasket, or I can attempt to see it a different way and really stretch myself and grow myself and empower myself to see it a different way. And that's where we're at, I believe, in this time of all the questioning and all the shifts and changes that are happening in the world. So that's what I'm offering to you guys, is the potential courage, potential strength, potential possibility to just question reality. And if it's too scary, get a partner or get a coach, get a therapist, get a spiritual director, get somebody that's going to be able to listen to you and help you as a thinking partner come up with the belief systems that actually bring about thriving for you and not just surviving. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm sending you all big hugs and love. And if you have any questions or comments, you can email me at rosie@theparadigmshifts.com, or you can visit my website at which is theparadigmshifts.com. I also want to share with you that I have a new book that's just come out. And the book, or just coming out, it'll come out next week, I think. So we'll say October 1st, it should be available. It's called I've Arrived. I've Arrived. Well, sort of. It's 101 discoveries and revelations stumbled upon while on the sacred path to who knows where. 101 discoveries and revelations stumbled upon while on the sacred path to who knows where. Long title, but it's just really fun. So it's 101 short, very short elements of what I experienced as I'm being on this sacred path. And just, it's a fun way to share it with you. So look forward to that probably by August 1st, 2020. It'll definitely be on Amazon. All right. And Barnes & Nobles and all the others too. All right. Big hugs. Bye for now.